I don't know, friend. It's just maybe I'm feeling like I might be washed up.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Did I tell you I got my ass kicked at a wedding in front of my kids?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
No, not again. Whoa!
Hey, what's up, y'all? We are back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Storm Collectibles King of Fighters 98 Ken Kaphwan. And man, oh man, am I super excited to finally get a Ken Kaphwan in my hands. We got GTA 6 I messed that up. But yo, as I mentioned, man, like I am super stoked that we are finally getting the Ken Kaphwan. And honestly, it's took long enough. And like Ken is one of those characters on the low. He is really good. Awesome character to play as. Honestly, I dare say I play as Ken more than I play as Terry. Hell, I play as anybody more than I play. Let me stop. Terry, he alright. But Ken is usually in my rotation. If I'm facing somebody I don't know, I might warm up with Ken. But we're gonna talk about the figure today in Storm Collectibles. Woo! What did you do this time? I'm gonna start by saying all the things I do like about this figure. Just looking at him on the surface, he looks stunning, marvelous looking figure. I love that color palette. That blue looks like it's got some yellow in it, but it just shines with that white. This is a very nice looking figure, and I wouldn't say he really looks accurate to like say the box, for instance, but I mean, if you wanted a Ken, you got a Ken. For your accessories, so Mr. Ken Kaphwan here actually comes with a pretty good spread of accessories. The same Storm Collectibles is getting back to their old ways. He's got 4 different head sculpts, 2 effects, and a couple different hands. Probably the most mundane of his head sculpts. They almost look alike, but if you look real close, one looks like he got a slight smirk on his face, while the other looks like he's listening intently to someone telling him a story about his sister being harassed by some dude down the street. He's got a gritting teeth head sculpt, and I actually like this one a lot, but it looks like someone got some of that skin spray inside of his teeth. It's not so bad, but he does have a little stain on his chin I can't get rid of. And then he comes with his yelling head sculpt, and I think Storm Collectibles are getting better when it comes to the expressions of their head sculpt. The mouth says he's at the doctor's, while the eyebrow says he's at the dentist. And you know what? Looking at the facial symmetry of these 2 head sculpts again, like these actually look like 2 different people who are related. I think one of the coolest things about this figure is the front part of his hair on each head sculpt is interchangeable with each other, so that's like 16 different variations. That's awesome. If you drop the figure, they will fly away, but mostly it holds pretty good, and the way they sculpted the hair on each head sculpt looks really good. I really like the shading too, and the detail for the sculpt work is exquisite. Ken also comes with some pretty versatile hand options, and even though he mostly uses his feet in the fight, I'm still grateful Storm Collectibles blessed him with the standard rollout, and it's a stable and easy swap, so I do enjoy that. What I'm not the biggest fan of is this effect right here. It's the saturation at the top. It looks like it's like, I don't know, yellow but green, really mustardy type of, not the greatest look in my opinion. I do like the overall look. I like how soft it is. I do like that blue, the blending of it. It's a very nice looking effect. Would have liked it if it was maybe a little more yellow. I always like when figures come with effects like these. You can never have too many impact effects. This effect definitely looks better than the other one. I love how saturated it is and how opaque it is too. So yeah, Ken got some pretty versatile display options for the price. Only other thing I could ask for is a stand. He could have came with that, and because I'm greedy, he also could have came with another energy effect. That would have been pretty cool. So in light of all that, I'm gonna give him an 8.9 for his accessory. For his look, quality control issues aside, which I'm about to cover shortly, I think this figure looks lovely. I'm gonna give him an 8.5. For his articulation, there's not many points of his movement that could use some adjusting. I would say his ab crunch is a little less than you would usually get with Storm Collectibles, and his ankles, like going up, they don't go up that well, and he could have used a little more of a Marvel Legends type of rocker. Also his head range, but I really want to talk about his quality control issues, and some of you may not even have noticed it yet. And I will take part of the blame for this because the sealer I used for the plastic might have had a bad reaction, but yo, something is up with the white on his outfit. Straight out of the box, this figure was good to go auto insurance, but each time I picked him up more and more, I was noticing that his pelvic area was getting heavily damaged. And this is just where it's most concentrated. I can't tell if they painted the white over the blue or the blue over the white, because if you look at some spots of this figure, like it looks like either there is another coat that needed to be added or there's some type of rub. I do think it a little odd for that peg to be exposed while you're utilizing his foot articulation, but what are you gonna do? Gradually, after I applied the sealer, this figure just got worse. I can't tell if I did that or if it was inevitable. Before all this happened, I was thinking about buying another one, but now not so much. I'm kind of just hoping Storm Arena might swing around to Ken. That'd be cool. Needless to say, I'm both bummed and perplexed about this. If your Ken Kaphwan is doing some strange things on his pants, let me know in the comment section below. That being said, I do enjoy the plastic that Storm Collectibles uses for their clothes though. His kind of rides up a little bit when you're using that ab crunch, but it's not too bad. And you know what? I changed my mind. For a guy wearing a shirt, his ab crunch range is actually pretty decent, and this side to side is pretty good. He's got some pretty good leg range too. Well, this leg is actually starting to get a little loose. I put some silicone shark oil in it when I got it because the joints were actually getting too tight, and now it's getting a little loose, so be mindful about that. But as you can see, the leg does kind of curve out a little bit, and I'm noticing with many Storm Collectibles, you can't really get their feet too close together. I find myself longing for that a little bit more with this figure, but oh, the star of the show goes to that thigh swivel. Thank you, Storm. I've been complaining about it forever. See, with me, I'm an articulation kind of guy. If you can give me that full thigh swivel without putting that full thigh cut in it, then so be it. But if not, then I'll take this. Just give me something that looks flush, and I don't mind, honestly. The weakest point of his articulation, I'm going to have to say, is the ankles. I mean, you do get a swivel right there, but it's kind of tricky to finesse. But going upwards is very, very minimal. He's got some good movement at the back, though, and he does have a shift circular motion at those shoulders. You can also get a lateral shift movement, too, if your figure looks disproportionate. So yeah, Kim is a blast to pick up and pose around. I'm having so much fun with this figure. I love the fact that he's got really good knee range and that swivel at the thighs as well as the foot. Man, chef's kiss. His ankles are a little janky, but mostly I love the way he moves. I'm gonna give him an 8.9 for his articulation. For his quality, I would say after Morrigan, this figure has the worst quality control I've dealt with from Storm, and I recognize that I played a role in it, putting my little sealer on it, but the figure was already getting messed up before. I just tried to fix it and it didn't work out. That and the issues with the joints, so I'm gonna give his quality a 6.9. For your size comparisons, here we have it next to a couple of other figures from Storm Collectibles King of Fighters line. We have Blue Mary, Terry Bogard, Geese Howard, and Iori. And I think Kim is actually supposed to be around the same height as Terry Bogard. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I think between Kim and Geese, those are the two best looking figures in this line so far. Next, here we have him next to your Storm Collectibles Zangief, your Toonshi Studio Terry Bogard. I wonder if Toonshi Studio is going to get a chance to do Kim. It's going to be tricky keeping that white clean. Your NECA Shredder and your Jada Toei Squealer. And lastly, here we have it next to your Kotobukiya Zero Model Kit. So final thoughts on the Storm Collectibles King of Fighters 98 Kim Kaphwan. I'm hoping that these issues that I have is not a universal thing, but it seems like the kind of thing that might be a little bit more common, and I notice it with a lot of the figures that I collect from Storm Collectibles, a whole bunch of paint chipping, and I just wish they would kind of work and come up with a way to kind of just navigate that already. I wouldn't say Storm Collectibles is getting worse as far as their quality control issues, but they're looking really good out here with their Ken and Ryu figures. It makes you wonder, like, they're doing King of Fighters for this line as well. What's going to happen with this bigger 112 figures? Like, if they do continue to do them both and just do different characters, like, are you going to collect both? Me personally, I'm still going to pick and choose, but as far as their true 112, at least the 112 that we like, I do plan on getting most of them, but it's situations like these with their larger figures that kind of makes you just look forward to their 112 line. Issues aside, I thoroughly enjoy this figure, and ultimately I will recommend them if you can get them under 90. Final score, I'm going to give them an 8. Alright y'all, that's the video. I'd love a like. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.